I never really wanted to do music when I was younger, and my way of rebelling was to play a lot of football or soccer. And then at a certain point I just became interested in music. Nirvana was my entry point, Blink-182 and all sorts of things like that. And I just got really into music. I was like, it'd be cool if I could play some of this on one of these guitars that was lying around. So I picked up my dad's Fender Strat and opened a tab file from the internet after he told me to check it out. And he said, oh, you'll be able to work it out. Like 10 is the 10th fret, and you just look at what string it is. And I actually became pretty addicted to doing that. And because it was like an entry point, I can now make this music pretty easily. It was really exciting. The weird thing was that I had been listening to, because I loved music, but I'd been listening to Van Halen, Joe Satriani, Yngwie Malmsteen. So the kind of shred thing is what my dad was into. Like I was kind of already into that and knew about it. So I kind of knew where the playing was that I should be aiming for. That was like good guitar playing. And so I kind of tried to do that stuff way before I should have been able to. I wasn't playing it very well, but I was kind of going for it. And but after that I kind of got interested in jazz and found a teacher in my local area who could sort of show me one or two things, because it wasn't within kind of my family's experience, all that jazz stuff. So after that I kind of went all in with music as a career. I started a little bit at Berkeley in Boston, and then finished my degree at Surrey Uni, and where I still am, just about to finish my PhD in classical composition there. So I've kind of looked at music quite broadly, rather than going just into the guitar thing. I'm really into composition and all that sort of stuff. I envy people who have got really into one thing. You know, the blues guys, I don't think I could sit and play a blues gig for 2 hours. I just don't have the vocabulary, and I don't know the tradition well enough. It's something I'd like to develop, and it's something I'm really looking into now. But the thing is, you can only really go, the heart wants what the heart wants. When I listen to a piece of music that just sets a fire inside me, I have to go for it, and I become quite obsessive about kind of working out what makes it tick. But the problem is a lot of the time, before it gets to the point where I've mastered it, something else piques my interest, and I go off and look at that. So I think it's been more fun that way. It's just changed the way I've developed as a musician. In my life, sort of professionally, I play so many different gigs, so many different styles, and so many different tunes, where you just kind of need something that's going to cover a lot of bases and be as versatile as possible. But you know, in my ideal rig, you would have kind of one of everything, but you can't do that. So you need to think about what's going to give you the most, what's going to give you the most options, and so on and so on. But if it's like, you know, really it's gain pedals that for me is the sound of the guitar. All kinds of gradations. You know, I'm not one of those guys who has like loads of low gain pedals, a tube screamer, then an overdrive, and then like a kind of boosty overdrive, and then a clon. I really like to use higher gain things as well. You know, for the Marshall-y, mezzo boogie type things. That's kind of right in my wheelhouse as well. I'm working on my own material, which is quite unusual, but it's going to feature the guitar for a change, because I have quite a lot of, I do quite a lot of writing away from the instrument. So I'm working on some guitar music, some more packages for Jam Track Central coming out fairly soon, I hope, and all kinds of things like that. But just generally trying to, I'm really into community as in the guitar world, and I have a podcast called The Neck Profile, where I kind of talk, not like an interview, but a kind of one-on-one conversation about playing with guitarists, and we talk in sort of some depth about the kind of nerdier stuff, and nothing's off limits. So that's quite good fun. It's something I'm hoping to explore developing.